Welcome to the Signs of Tarot. My name is Michelle. Thank you so much for stopping by the channel. If you get a moment, let me know where you are listening or watching this video from. I love to see how far these messages are going across the globe. It has been a short minute since I've been on my channel. I have just been so exhausted and I'm so excited to feel revitalized and jumping back in. I wanted to get all of these messages out today for the Zodiac sign right before Friday's full moon. It's the buck moon. I've been studying a lot about the night sky and the planets and the energy that is shining down on us. This buck moon is amazing. First of all, full moons are the moment that you're supposed to release. So I'm taping this on Wednesday, but whenever you are meant to see this, that's when you're meant to see this. But whenever you see this, get out a piece of paper. Write down all the things that you need to let go, the things you need to purge, the hurt, the pain, and the people. And make sure you put that underneath this full moon Friday night. The buck moon is called the buck moon because antlers start to grow out of the heads of bucks. It's almost what I call the rite of passage moon. It's the moon where a young adult turns into an adult. It's the moment where you begin a spiritual awakening to see things as are and not as you want them to be. It's the moment where your naivety turns into wisdom. It's a beautiful moon happening this weekend, so get ready to purge what no longer serves you and let go of the people who no longer lift you to your higher source. Now with that said, I'm going to dive right into the reading. I am doing today's reading for the sign of Pisces. Please take what resonates for you, leave the rest behind. We know that energy flows in the world of tarot. It could be for you, it could be for the person that you're thinking about. So I'm just going to dive right on in. As I start all of my readings with the Oracle, the Wisdom of the Trees. For you today, Pisces, I selected the Coast Redwood. There are so many deep, deep meanings with this card. Doesn't surprise me. Pisces is one of the deepest signs in the Zodiac because you encompass all 12 signs and you have empathy like no other sign. But let's dive right into this Coast Redwood, Pisces. It's the tallest tree in the forest and the strongest tree in the forest. Okay, but if you look at all the trees, they're all leaning in. It tells me right now, all eyes are on you, Pisces. People are looking at you, listening to you, wanting to be a part of you. Maybe you've gone through a spiritual awakening. People want to know, how'd you do that? People are looking at you online. People you don't even know are looking at you online. Exes are looking at you online, family members. It's a moment, Pisces, where I want you to take a deep breath and say, I finally crossed a bridge to where I'm feeling whole, feeling that I'm in my own, feeling that I know who I want to be and I know where I want to go. And people are taking notice of that. They're marveling you right now. It's amazing about this redwood. Like I said, all these trees are leaning in because everyone wants a piece of you, Pisces. So be careful that even though you open your shoulder out for everybody to cry on and to be that lending ear, make sure that you leave a little, not a little, a lot of time and energy for yourself because you yourself are growing into the tallest tree in the forest. Okay, but what's kind of interesting about everybody leaning in and listening to you is that the medicinal purposes of the Coast Redwood, it helps with earaches. If you stew the bark, I don't know the process, I'm not a doctor or a witch doctor, but when you stew the bark, it helps with ears and earaches. So you hear the little dingling of my dogs running behind us. That always makes me think that there's a sign or something when I hear their bells. But it cures earaches, but it's interesting that everyone's leaning in to listen to you right now. Okay, and if you're part of my channel at all, you know birds mean divine intervention to me. And you have a big-ass hawk flying right above you, coming in to swoop in. So that tells me, Pisces, you need to keep your ears open, your eyes open, your heart open, and your mind open, because Divine's going to be downloading some definite messages to you here soon. Okay, all right, that's a beautiful way to start, Pisces. I am going to, which decks am I going to use today? I'm going to use my double Rider-Waite. It's kind of what I do. I combine two different decks of the Rider-Waite because the Spirit wants to come through with a message. Spirit usually comes through with the same card more than once. I'm also going to use the Crystal Vision today and the Affirmators. Oops, this one flew down. Okay, well there you go. That one just flew out. All right, Pisces. I keep it raw, I keep it real. Bottom of the deck. Make sure you can see all these. Taking 6 cards to begin with. Wow. Okay, Pisces, let's just dive on into this. Let me take a second. The moon, sign of Cancer, and Pisces and Scorpio, mainly Cancer, but Pisces and Scorpio are highly affected by the moon, and we opened up this particular reading by talking about the buck moon happening on Friday, which is the moon of rite of passage in my eyes. So we open up your overall with the moon. And the moon tends to be about deception or about the revelation that you're seeing the deception for the first time. You know, it's a tough card. I love the moon. We all love the moon. But when you go out and look at the moon, it captivates you for that moment, and you stare at the moon and the light. But what's going on in the 90% of the darkness surrounding the rest of the sky? That is what I believe this card is saying, that you are going to have a revelation of things that may have been omitted that you don't know about that are going to come to the forefront. You know, the moon's also about causing chaos, all right? Because we got the lobster coming out of the sea. Lobsters do not come out of the sea. Okay, but we also have the dog and the wolf barking at the moon. Dog's always been logical. The logical side of you is barking at the moon, asking questions, wanting to know, what am I not seeing that can help me get to my greater good? Then you have the primal wolf also barking at the moon. That's all about heart and emotion and confusion within the heart. That dog, that wolf, is also barking at the moon. It's almost like your head and your heart are both seeking answers. It's not head versus heart. It's head and heart working together to seek the answers of clarity. You know what? So not so many tarot readers talk about, and I'm starting to really study, and I want to bring up in this particular video, is the fact that there are 2 towers here in this moon card. And the moon and the sun combined in this are in between 2 towers. It's almost like the universe wanting you to hit clarity, the universe wanting you to see what is deceiving you right now, in order to not allow the tower to fall, in order to not let the universe have to crash everything down for you to build back up. So it's telling me to tell you that people are listening to you right now. People, all eyes are on you, and in return, you have to open your eyes back to the people, Pisces, because there's something you're missing. And, you know, we can always say it's in a love relationship, what's going on. We can always say it's in a work relationship or a family dynamic, but there's something going on in your life right now that you are just not grasping. You feel it in your heart, you know it in your head, you feel it with every fiber in your body. What is it? It's time to open your eyes. Now, we get the 4 of Swords. That's the rest and relaxation card. That's what they say it is. I call it the calm before the storm. Here you are laying in the church with 3 swords above your head and 1 sword by your side on the floor. Swords are all about communication and intellect. Communication and intellect for me are always the internet. But communication and intellect are always also divine intervention and messages, signs, and synchronicities. It's telling you to take a pause. This is the card where you take that breath, the calm before the storm, and you lay down and you see things from the big picture. This is telling me to tell you to meditate. Go on YouTube, take one of those meditation songs that you can get on YouTube, lay down, shut your eyes for 15 minutes, and maybe something will get to you. That is my dog whining. Hold on, let me give her a bow. Sorry, Pisces, but I want to be able to focus on this reading for you. Sorry, Pisces. I have 3 dogs, and it's kind of a miracle when I can get them all to be quiet. Anyway, Pisces, it's telling you to take a pause, to meditate. Go on YouTube, hit one of those guided meditation tapes, lay in bed for 10 minutes, stare at the ceiling. It's telling you that the messages are going to come in. Now, we have the Page of Wands in reverse. Pages are always young people, in a sense. So if you have a sibling or a child that you're worried about right now, they are showing a lack of confidence. Wands in the upright is flamboyant and confidence and walking in and commanding. Right now, your child, your sibling, a friend, somebody who might be a little bit younger than you may be displaying some traits of not having a lot of confidence. Okay, the Page of Wands for me is also questioning of sexuality. It may or may not resonate with you. Take it if it does, but somebody may have a child that's questioning their sexuality right now. Okay, but the Page of Wands also in reverse talks about no longer wanting to be naive, no longer wanting to be that young person seeing things through young eyes. So that goes along with the theme of everything that I have here. So I'm not surprised to see that card in the reverse. It's talking about wanting to shed the naivety. And how do we do that? Pisces, ask questions. I mean, I am no stranger to the world of Pisces. I'm a quadruple Pisces. I have a tattoo on my back that says Pisces. Sometimes we don't ask questions. We don't want to rock the boat. We're afraid of the answers. We're afraid of how the answers may change the dynamic of where we are. A way for you to elevate from being naive is to seek and get answers. And it starts by asking questions, okay? And then we head right into the Hermit in reverse, okay? Of course, because this whole theme, the whole cards just laid out and told me a story immediately. The Hermit in reverse. Emerging wiser, coming through a spiritual awakening. The Hermit to me is always, whether it's up or down, is always the dark night of the soul. It's looking at yourself in a mirror and saying, I don't even recognize who I am. Who have I tried to portray myself to be to the outside world? It's time for me to live life for me, okay? Having said that, Pisces, again, don't shoot the messenger. If this message does not resonate with you, it does not resonate with you. But maybe it's you that is questioning your sexuality, and maybe for the first time in your life you want to break free and be who you want to be. Again, this message is not going to resonate with everyone, but I got to keep it raw and I got to keep it real. Here we have another page. Page of Cups is usually an apology, a small gift, a token. Okay, sometimes I look at the Page of Cups as therapy, a rehab group, or a counseling group, or finding a group of like-minded people that are trying to elevate themselves from something. Doesn't always have to be something negative. It doesn't always have to be coming out of an addiction. It can also just be meeting with a group of people who want to learn more about a subject. Okay, the Page of Cups to me is love and understanding and messages. And to me, that can also mean a group of people. I know sometimes I read these cards intuitively differently than the standard, but that's okay. Page of Cups can also be a child, can also be a younger sibling, can also be somebody younger than you that really wants to offer an apology, that wants to offer you a gift. Page of Cups can also mean finding a lost piece of jewelry or a lost piece of a valued item, or finding a few bucks. That's always there. The fish in the cup, we always say that's the Pisces fish given the fish, but the fish in the cup is symbolic of what we used to give to the kings. When we came to ask them for something, we would give them a gift. So Page of Cups can also be about giving a gift. But to me, the Page of Cups within this reading is the gift from the divine coming in and giving you a message, a spiritual message that will open up clarity for you so you can live your higher and best self. And then we head right into the Death card. Transformation. Death isn't about death. Death is about transforming. It's about changing from being a meat eater to a vegetarian. It is being raised Jewish your whole life and waking up and finally realizing you're Buddhist. It is about changing the way your patterns and behaviors are. It is not approaching dating the same way you used to approach dating. It is not harboring your thoughts because you're afraid to ask questions. It is deciding today, I'm going to seek answers, and actually seeking answers. The Death card is a beautiful card about transforming and transforming into a higher self. This entire reading, Pisces, is about a spiritual awakening for you. I know many people are on here looking for love, looking for exes, looking for career, looking for money, but this is such a beautiful reading. This is all about spiritual elevation for you, Pisces. So I hope you've enjoyed this reading. If you have yet to subscribe, hit that subscribe button. Remember, drop me a note where you are from in the comments. Have a beautiful week. Don't forget, put those releasing notes under your pillow at the full moon. Let it go, Pisces. You are in the middle of such a major revelation. Oh my God, it's like next week you're going to be so light, so airy, so confident with who you are and who you want to be. Let the past go. Let the hurt go. Let the fear go. It's time for you to really evolve into everything that you could be. God bless and namaste.